Welcome to the first tutorial on SAM.gov Ad Hoc Contract Data Reports. If you are not sure whether you need ad hoc reports, please watch this introductory video on ad hoc reports. This video series will demonstrate how to leverage the SAM.gov reporting tool for ad hoc reporting and analysis. We will cover reporting techniques and tips for those across the experience spectrum, from those with limited to no experience to our more well-versed users. In this video, we will introduce more basic concepts about reporting capabilities for more novice users. We will create a report for the use case of pulling PIDs that meet specified criteria, and in doing so, we will touch on our reporting interface, filtering, and adding data to our report. For this report, let's say that we have received the following request. We would like to see all base PIDs where the modification number is 0, and 4 vendor DUNS numbers that have a base and all options value or total contract value between $50,000 and $250,000. We want this information for fiscal years 2011 through 2016. Let's get started. We will begin on the SAM.gov homepage. Before beginning, ensure that you are logged into your SAM.gov account, because this is required in order to access the ad hoc reporting capabilities. Once we have logged in, we are ready to get started. We get to the tool for ad hoc analysis and reporting by clicking Data Bank located in the header menu. Under Show Reports For, make sure Contract Data is selected, and under Report Type, select Ad Hoc. Now select Award IDV Information Report. After making this selection, you'll see that we are now in the reporting platform. By making the IDV Award Information Report selection, we were brought to the My Reports folder. This is the location where all personal reports are saved. The reports here are unique to each user profile. To begin our report building, we'll select the Create button to create a new report. Select New Report, Blank Report. Before we enter the drag and drop interface of our blank report, we are introduced to the report prompt. A prompt asks the user a question at runtime to pre-filter the data that we will be examining. We know that we want data for fiscal years 2011 through 2016. To get that, we'll answer our required prompts by inputting 10/1/2010 as the start date and 9/30/2016 as the end date. Proceed to Edit in Design mode without answering prompts 3 and 4, as they are not required. We are now in the report building interface. Notice that our responses to the prompts have already been placed in the report filter panel along with the top part of the screen. We will begin by adding the following attributes to our report as specified in our original request: PID, modification number, and vendor DUNS number. To do so, we will look at the All Objects panel on the left side of the screen. From there, opening the Schema Objects folder, select Attributes, and we will see all of the available attributes that we have access to grouped into folders by their business context. To add the attributes we need, we can either search within the folder that we know we need or use the global search functionality to find PID, modification number, and vendor DUNS number. Double-click on each attribute to add it to the report. You can view all objects that are included by examining the Report Grid or the Report Objects tab at the bottom of the screen. We will add our metrics in a very similar way. Using the drop-down navigation hierarchy at the top of the All Objects pane, toggle back to the Award IDV information page. Metrics are located within our Public Objects folder. Select Metrics, then Metrics again. Double-click the Base and All Options Value metric to add it to the report. Once we have added the necessary objects to the report to display the information we want to see, the next step is to filter the report based on the specific criteria in the original request. Remember that what we want to see is all base PIDs where the modification number is 0, with the base and all options value between $50,000 and $250,000. We also want to limit the data to 4 vendor DUNS numbers. To filter our report, we will use the report filter area at the top of the screen. To add an attribute or metric as a means of filtering, we will navigate to the objects the same way we did before, only this time we will drag and drop to the report filter area as opposed to double-clicking. Let's try it. First, add the base and all options value metric to the report filter. Instead of equals, choose between and enter the dollar thresholds, $50,000 and $250,000. Click Apply. We will repeat this approach to qualify our attributes. Specifically, we'll add the modification number and the vendor DUNS number attributes. We set the modification number to equal 0 and the vendor DUNS number to in list with 4 DUNS numbers that we are interested in pasted in the values box. Pay attention to the syntax for adding multiple DUNS numbers. Be sure to use a semicolon between the values and not a comma. Once all the necessary objects have been added to the report and the proper filtering conditions have been applied, we are ready to run our report. Select the Run Report icon at the top left-hand corner of the screen. With that, we have created our first report leveraging the SAM.gov reporting tool. Thank you for watching this video on ad hoc contract data reports. For more information, please visit the contract data page linked from the SAM.gov homepage. Remember, you can search the Federal Service Desk knowledge base for additional videos and frequently asked questions, or get help with technical issues at fsd.gov. To provide GSA feedback about features, functionalities, or the user experience in SAM.gov, click the feedback button located at the bottom of each page.